Okay. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. Hopefully this will send out some notifications. We're fixing to see. We're fixing to find out. Fingers crossed. Well, I think it's working. Joycey! Hello! Hi to you as well. Yay, it's working. It's effectively sent out some notifications or something. Either that or y'all were floating around on YouTube anyway. Wade Lester, hello, and Emily Voldock, hello. Yay! Awesome. Yeah, this was a very last minute decision here. I was wrapping up some of the things that I needed to do for work, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm about to do my therapy homework. I guess that's what I'm about to do. And I opened up the book and I read a couple sentences, like the first 2 sentences, and then I was like, or I could go live real quick and do a live stream real quick, and then, just to take a break from work and homework, I could just take a quick little break and do a live stream, and I can do the homework later. And so I was like, should I or should I not? So I went onto my phone and I was like, well, it depends. How long ago was the last live stream? And I counted, and it has been 5 weeks to the day. 5 weeks exactly. Exactly 5 weeks ago. On July 6th was the last live stream that we did. So I was like, you know what? 5 weeks ago was the last live stream. I think it's time that I can do another live stream here. Or I think it's okay if I pause the therapy homework and take a break after work here. I think it's fine to do that, because I don't want to end up like this is how it ends up, being like, no, I need to do right. I need to be a good girl and do the right thing and just do the stuff that I have to get done. I'll do the live stream later. And then every time I'm like, I'm going to be a good girl and get this done, so I'll do the live stream later. Then later it ends up being later, and then later it ends up being later, and before you know it, we get here together on a live stream and we're like, how long has it been? Shit, it's been 12 weeks. That's 3 months that it's been. And that's how we end up going 3 months without hanging out with each other. And the hell with that. The hell with that. So, a quick hangout. Long story long, a quick hangout. Alrighty. Hi, Annette, and hi, Charms. Awesome. Joycey says I was floating around on YouTube, so you didn't necessarily get notified, but it still counts. And you were first, so brilliant. You were first on a recent video too, I think, Joycey. And then see, with our remote working, just happened to look down at my phone right on time. Yeah. Perfect timing. Look at you and your spirit calling you. You got a spidey sense on you, don't you? Robin Keats. Oh, Robin, first of all, hello. And second of all, it sent you a notification. Okay. Not mad at it. Hey, Wendy Olsen. How am I perking? I'm perking okay. How you perking? I hope you're perking good. Marcella, hello. You said long time no see. Happy to catch a live with you. Well, I am happy that you're able to catch it live too. Yeah. How have you been, Marcella? I know it has been a little minute. Joyce says, I'm honored to be a part of your procrastination. LOL, just teasing a little. No offense, my friend. I'm not offended by that. Because, first of all, it's true. Second of all, I am very happy for you to be a part of my procrastination as well. So, if that would offend me, Then I got pretty thin skin, and that would be really hard to exist on the internet these days in 2023, getting offended by that. But thank you for worrying about my feelings. That was very kind. Shaylin Lukatich, hello, and love you, mean it right back, double. I put Penelope in purple today to match my purple. Here's the funny thing about this purple. And, you know, all these things, these are thoughts that should stay in the drafts and never come out of here. But here they go. This is a bodysuit. It's got cute little buttons on the sleeve. Isn't that precious? But being that it's a bodysuit, what do you think I'm doing? Hold on, let me put it on the other thing real quick. I am wearing sweatpants with the bodysuit as a shirt. And it is obviously not snapped right now. So I'm just in my normal sweatpants because they're comfy, cozy, and lovely. Can you see the Crocs? Oh man. Hashtag totes designer. Hashtag fashion. Hashtag Milan. I gotta stop. Oh God. Those are things that you're not supposed to, you know, get up and show people, because you're supposed to promote a good image, and look cool and put together, and, you know, shit like that. Hydrate, my friends. Hydrate. Dude, I get you, Shaylin, with the Crocs. I said, those Crocs, literally, I got them 2 days ago. 2 days ago. I have sworn for, like, ever since Crocs came out, 20 years ago or something? I swore up and down, I will never wear a pair of Crocs, never own a pair of Crocs. No, will not, no. And then what ruined it for me was that my little niece and little nephew, one of my nephew who is 10, and my niece who is 8, they have Crocs. And they love their Crocs, and they wear their Crocs everywhere. And I started getting FOMO, wanting to match my niece and nephew. And so I wanted to have a pair of Crocs for when we do little family things together with my 10 and 8-year-old niece and nephew. I wanted to match them and be like, look, Auntie's wearing her Crocs too, and like be cool with the little cool kids. And I just wanted to have some belongingness with the kids. And so I was like, blah, 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 as I'm on my phone at like 2 a.m. being like, where do you buy Crocs? Do you just go to crocs.com or something? Where do you get the Crocs? Blah, blah. And then I'm like, well, what color do I get? And I'm like, you know what? Just keep it simple. Just do white for now, because maybe if someone sees you out at a glance, they'll think it's like white tennis shoes or something like that. And then they won't be like, oh God, look at this girl in the camo Crocs or some shit. Although that's very fashionable here in the South, just not for me. And so I got the white ones, and they took an eternity to get here, but they came 2 days ago. And so yesterday I put them on, and I'm like, this feels weird, this looks weird, but I've been trying to wear them around the house to like get used to it, both how they feel and how they look. And I still am not sure about it. But it's a thing now. So I've never worn them out of the house in these last 2 days. I still feel weird about it myself, so I totally get where you're coming from on that. But I'm like, man, I wanna wear them with the kids, with the kidlets. We take the kidlets out. I want to wear them. So yeah, that's how I ended up with them. Isn't it always the damn kids? Whenever you bend and break a personal rule, isn't it always because of the kids or something? Something they do or say pulls at your heartstrings, or is so cute that you're like, fuck it, and you just go off and do something you swore you'd never do because of the freaking kidlets, man. That's what it is. Little turds. They're so compelling. And they didn't push it on me, but they're just cute. And so it happened. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Robin's like, hilarious. Joycey, what goes on in the live stream stays on the live stream. Except that it's the internet, and the internet is forever, and so, whoops. Robin's like, my soul at heart. Yeah, see? Joycey's like, my niece swears by Crocs. Something about nieces and nephews, man. I don't know. Shannon's like, you're a sweet aunt. I try to be a good Aunt B. I try. I'm not always a good Aunt B, but I try. Marcella, I wish that I could be like the cool kids. You know the song? Yes. Boom, hello. You're always like, hiya. Yes. TP says, happy almost Friday, friends. Yes. I like the way you think, TP. Yes. Happy almost Friday, friends. KGB, hello. Yes, Joycey, sometimes self-imposed fashion rules are meant to be broken. Yes. Ooh, Emily says, I get Fridays off. Ooh, well, that is lovely. Lovely. We call it Bush Fridays. Where does that come from? That's a cool name. Of course, here in the States, if you say Bush, we're probably thinking of like, what, George Bush, the Bush family? I don't know. Obviously, that's not what you mean up in Canada, but yeah. Oh, gosh. Y'all, I am impressed with myself keeping up with this chat so far. Knock on wood. Don't know how long that'll last, but I guess this is the closest thing to wood. Well, I say this is the closest thing to wood as I sit with a wooden table right here at me. So I'm sitting literally on a wooden, at a wooden table. And I'm like, knock on wood, on my head. Shannon said, I get it. Got my cartilage pierced with my daughter before she left for college. Yes. Claiming bonding experience. Yes. Drew the line at a tattoo. Terrified of needles. Fair enough. Oh, well then you don't like you wouldn't like my tattoos. The fact that I have 11 tattoos and they're mostly on my face. And those were the first tattoos I ever got. Like, I didn't get like these kinds of tattoos and that tattoo and all of that until later. All the other ones I got were on my face. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tattoos on my face. And then 1, 2, 3. 3 tattoos on my body. For a total of 11. Yeah. I don't know why I was just so confident and not worried about like, oh yeah, go ahead, tattoo some eyeliner around my eyes. No big deal to have a needle tattooing eyeliner on my top and bottom lids. No big deal. The hell is wrong with me? And it wasn't like, you know, and the tattoos on the eyebrows and stuff, and it wasn't like, oh, microblading, like just very shallow tattooing that goes away in a couple months. No, like I did this in, what year was that? 2000, let's see, it was when my baby cousin was born. So when was she born? 2009. She was born in 2009. So yeah, it's been a minute. 2023, shit. Then that's what, 12 years? Can I count? I think it's 12 years, but I'm gonna check before I say that with any type of confidence. Come on, bitch. Type in here. No, 14 years. See? And that's why I do math on the calculator here, because I'm like, let me check before I do that with confidence. Good job checking. Because, yeah, 2023 minus 2009 is 14. I didn't go to school for math, y'all, so don't worry. I went to school for some other stuff. I didn't go to school for math, y'all. Thank the Lord. I was actually really good in all my calculus classes, maybe because there were more numbers I meant more letters than there were numbers. Maybe that's what I did well with. Or it was just a fluke. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, so for 14 years ago is when I got the face tattoos, and they're still hanging in there, you know, kicking on strong, which I don't think things like microblading is intended to last for 14 years. So, yeah. I got some intense shit done, some literal, real tattoos and shit. Man, I gotta calm down. I did not have caffeine today. Oh, but I know what I did do. I did not have caffeine today, but I ate an entire dark chocolate, like 71% dark chocolate bar. Probably, how long ago? It's 5:30, 2 hours ago. So 2 hours ago, I ate an entire dark chocolate bar, 71% cacao, however whatever you want to say it. And, apparently that spiked me up a bit here. Emily said we call the woods bush. Okay, well that makes sense. Don't the Aussies also do the same? The Aussies call the woods and stuff the bush or bush or whatever, you know, like something like that. There's something like that they do in Australia as well. So, okay. I can roll with that. Vixie Blaze, hello. Aw, Shaylin, I have to take Megs to get my Botox for migraines. She and her brother both have tattoos. Yeah, see, I feel you. We all have our own kind of things that make us squeamish, things that we can deal with and things we can't seem to deal with. I seem to be perfectly fine with needles. Like, I could give myself shots if I need to. I did whenever I got allergy shots in my arms, like a decade ago or so. I used to have to, you know, give myself shots and things. I can do that just fine. But the second someone has to, like, actually draw, you know, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to draw blood, you know, you're allowed to say that, whatever. When people do that, that's where I get a problem. That's suddenly now I cross the line from being like, all right, cool, to okay, problem, big problem. And that might, I mean, that's also for health reasons and stuff. Like, technically I'm not allowed to donate blood to the American Red Cross and stuff like that. I'm not eligible to be a donator. And so I think that for health and safety risks. And so I think that that's why whenever I have to get it done in a doctor's office, everybody's watching around and things are, you know, kind of fast and loose there because it doesn't go so great on me. I am not compatible with that procedure. So yeah, that's where it goes wrong for me. But just regular stuff with needles, not too bad. So I've lucked out on that. But I feel for you there, Shaylin. I feel for you. That's a very common one. So you're definitely not alone in that. Water Lily, hello. Jen Aunt Nene Hobbs, hello. You got a notification. Yes. So we've seen a couple people get notified for today's live stream. That's beautiful, wonderful. Love it. Vixie's like, I have tattoos and am afraid of needles. Go figure. You know, there's always some of us that do stuff like that. Like, I'm afraid of heights, and I've been skydiving 5 times. You know, to me, skydiving was less scary than if somebody said, hey, stop sitting in the chair and just stand in the chair and look at the ceiling. That would be way worse. I'd be like, no. So it's weird where we draw the line at things. Stuff happens. I don't know. We're complicated beings. Oceana Song, hello. Wonderful. Yay. Oh God, Shaylin, you said Botox is over 30 pokes. Good gosh. Well, I wonder, I should have counted. I got a little bit of lip filler. Like, it's not much. Obviously, I look very similar to how I've always looked, you know. I haven't had any big change because I don't want to do something, for me personally, I don't want to do something where it looks like I got work done. I just want to do things to compensate for my natural aging process. So as my lips get more wrinkly and shrivel up more, as I age, because I'm, you know, pushing 40, our faces change when we're getting close to 40 and continue to change from there. I was like, well, let me just fill it back up to where it looked like, you know, about 15 years ago when I was in my early 20s. Like, let me take it back there. And I want to say they poked in like a lot, and I was sitting there, I didn't count. I wasn't counting, when they were doing it. I was, you know, just focusing on breathing and stuff like that. Like, don't pass out, you know, those kinds of things. But I felt like, damn, how many times are they going to go in and do stuff all around? Like, good gosh. And so it feels like it's probably the similar amount of pokes. And also, this is an aside, but I am very thankful that whenever I do this, which is probably once, not quite once a year, because, you know, when you get it the first time, you might need it the next year, but then afterwards you can go like a couple years at a time before getting it done. And I always go, when I always get it done whenever we visit my husband's family in Mexico, because that's where I can actually afford it. Because getting your freaking filler, like lip filler, is expensive here in the States. Good gosh. Like, they want, like, I got a quote for it once, and I mean, I guess it's probably different from wherever you are, but people were quoting like, oh yeah, to get just a natural, subtle amount to just correct the effects of aging and not even look like big or whatever, $1,000 or something like that. I'm like, pfft. You know, I'm glad if people have $1,000 to spend on that, then I'm not shaming that whatsoever. Literally, you make your money. You do what the hell you want with your money. And I got nothing to say about that. Nothing to say about that. But for me, I don't make that kind of money that I could use on that, you know. In Mexico, $200. Now, $200 is expensive. But like I said, $200 once every few years, I can do that. $200 once every few years to get some lip filler and keep up with my little signs of aging and stuff like that. I can do that, okay? It kind of hurts my heart a little bit to be like, oh, that's a chunk of money as well. But it's, if I'm gonna try to choose something, I definitely can't do it here in the States. But I can do that in Mexico. So yeah, when we visit my husband's family in Mexico, his sister always makes me an appointment over there. Well, not every time we visit, because like I said, you know, you don't have to do it every year, but whenever it's time, she makes me an appointment and takes me over there, and I think that's very sweet. It's very kind. Oh, man. TMI, sorry, I know that's a lot of information that y'all probably don't care about, but there it is. Yes, Marcella, you said I can't look at those vampires when they're taking my blood. Yes. I don't look over, you know, when people are doing the draw and stuff in your arm, I don't look over at it. I look away. A lot of time I ask them, you know, can I put on a YouTube video or something and just watch a YouTube video while they're doing it? There's some people that are just like chef's kiss, born to do that work, born to be a phlebotomist, and those people are like amazing. But then there's people where you're like, please, what are you doing? Where are you digging? Why? You know, and it's just intense. And for those, yeah, it doesn't work out well for me. Not at all. Exactly, Joycey. You said depositing, aka shots, not a problem. Withdrawal, aka samples, I can't look. Wow, see, how is it that everything, Joycey, you always have a way of just putting things like cut and dry, succinct, makes sense, right there, boom. Why do I take 1,000 words to get at something that you can say in like 4? I want to be like that. I genuinely want to be like that. I've tried multiple times in my life. So far, it hasn't worked. But thank you. Thank you for being that way. Let's see. Jen says, regarding Crocs, I have a pair that I wear around the house or when I want to look like Mickey Mouse. They are bright yellow. I like that. And yeah, so far, the 2 days I've had mine, that's what I've been doing, wearing them around the house. It's very weird. I don't know if and in the 2 days, I haven't worn them around the house the whole time. I've put my other house shoes on, the little, regular fuzzy kind of house shoes. I've put those on a couple of times when I was just like, I'm feeling too weird with these, and I'll put them on for a little bit. So I'm figuring it out little by little. Yeah, Vixie says, yeah, I'm afraid of heights, been on roller coasters, but wouldn't do it now. Yeah, I love me some roller coasters now. That's true. That's another thing. I'm scared of heights, but I love roller coasters, so. I don't like ones where I don't feel adequately strapped in, like adequately secure, because I'm not as thin as I used to be, but I'm not a big person, and so they obviously can't make, things to strap people in at all different sizes. They make one standard size to strap people in, and if you're an average size, it fits you well. If you are larger than average size, it's probably going to be too tight, and if you are smaller than average size, you're probably going to feel like it's too loose. And so it feels a little loose, a little not so secure on some roller coasters and rides, and there's certain types of things where I'm like, I'm going to fall out guaranteed, so I might not go on that one because way too loose. But then there's other ones where I'm like, okay, even if I got some wiggle room around here, I can see how I might stay within the vehicle of the roller coaster and I'll get on it. So it kind of depends. Mostly I'll be on like 95% of them. Then there's that 5% where I'm like a little too side eye on it. So I feel you there. Let's see. Shaylin says it's a lifesaver after 33 years of dealing with them. Dealing with migraines for 33 years. Woo! Your neurologist isn't allowed to retire. Well, I hope that they don't retire too, or I hope that if they do, they refer you to someone who is like trained well with them and they know, like, I can recommend this person because, wow, yeah. I'm glad that helps. I've heard that a lot of people find help with their migraines to have Botox done. I've heard that that's very effective with a lot of people with migraines. I'm glad that's available. So yeah, awesome. KGB, oh my gosh. He said, if I want big puffy lips, I just have to put on lip gloss and get an allergic reaction. Well, heavens to Betsy's. Let's hope you don't do that, my gosh. Lord, are you allergic to all lip gloss or just certain kinds? Good Lord of mercy. There's some lip glosses that would be very lip plumping and not hurt, not like the burning, stinging kind, but just look very lip plumping. And those look great if I want to like film a video or go to a certain meeting or something like that. But if I have to be somewhere all day, that shit ain't gonna last. I'd have to keep applying like quite a bit because it goes down pretty fast. But I have some that I really like. If you like the idea of plumping lip glosses, but you don't like how they sting and burn and make all around here super red and clowny looking, I'm serious, look into City Lips. Their plumping lip glosses, City Lips, their plumping lip glosses are perfect to me. In my opinion, they don't burn and sting somehow. I mean, you can feel like a slight prickling and firming, like you can feel that there's, the blood from your lips are kind of rushing to the surface to help inflate your lips. Like you can feel that sensation, but it doesn't feel like you just rubbed, big red gum all over your mouth and you're burning from cinnamon or peppermint or some bullshit. It doesn't feel like the burning, stinging kind of thing. It's just a fullness and a prickling feeling that gives you an awareness that you have something on your lips. And the gloss is sticky enough that it stays, so it's not like an oily gloss that wipes off. It's a sticky gloss because it stays put. And it just, to me, like whenever I have the filler running out, like or it's like, I guess, dissolving or taking its own time to metabolize or something like that, and my lips are kind of again, I'll wear those things, those plumping glosses like crazy up until I can get a touch up again, because that stuff makes it look like how it does whenever I've got recent filler in or whatever. The lip gloss looks like that. So it's like, well, okay, nice, I can take that. And so yeah, I love it. I stand by those. I've tried a shit ton of plumping lip glosses, and so far that's the only one that I like, can tolerate, and will keep in my purse and use all the time. So City Lips plumping lip gloss for anybody that's interested. Obviously I get nothing out of saying this, I'm just saying I really like them, so just putting it out there. Let's see. Yeah, Robin says, my dad doesn't have dental insurance and always goes to Mexico for his work to be done. Mexico has some great things that they can offer by way of medical services at way less than in the States. And now, of course, you do your research and stuff like that, because there's always going to be people that are not actually qualified, or, doing things on the cheap that you got to be careful of. Like, obviously, there and anywhere, there's going to be quacks and stuff like that. But there's some really good people out there. Like, whenever I go and do the lip thing in Mexico with my husband, I go to, it's a plastic surgeon's office, and it's a nurse. I guess she's a nurse. I'm not exactly what exactly they call it there, but she works for the plastic surgeon and is licensed, and works under him in his office, and she's the one that does the lip filler. And so it's a very good stand-up place. It's high quality in there. They use the exact same things, the same tools, the same techniques, the same products that we use here in the States. It just isn't upcharged an arm and a leg by hundreds of % or some stuff like that. It's reasonably priced there. So yeah, I agree. And even like with my husband said, they live on the border of Mexico and Texas, like really close to the border of Mexico and Texas, and there's a lot of people in Texas that will cross the border and use the medical services right there in Mexico, because whether they have insurance or not, a lot of times it's cheaper in Mexico. Like, my husband has pretty good medical insurance, but it's still cheaper in Mexico to get the same services done than it is to pay the copay in the U.S. And copay in the U.S., anywhere from $20 to $40 a visit, depending on what medical service you're getting done. But still, in Mexico, it's cheaper. And so he would pay out of pocket in Mexico all the time. Plus, that's where he lived, in Mexico. He worked in the U.S., but he lived in Mexico. And so I go there. I go to this very professional, very wonderful office, very trained people, great products, and they're able to do the same thing there, a very good job at a literal fraction of what I would have to pay if I did it over here. I just wouldn't be able to do it over here, which, that's fine. It's not like it would end the world. I've only been doing this for like 2 years or something. So I went, 34 years without it. It's not really a big deal or a big problem if I had to go out again, but it's nice to know it's an option there. Jenna, first of all, hello to you, and second of all, you're funny. Do you ever just want to yell, percolators, round up? I have thought things like that before when I'm getting all hyped, like, yeah, come on. So, kind of, yeah. That's funny. I like it. Maximum effort, hello. Glad to have you as well. Joycey, I do suffer from verbal diarrhea from time to time. Nobody's immune from that. Yeah, well, apparently that's my state of being, so. And see, yeah, Oceana's song for the rides, like the roller coasters, you said, I always feel, I was always too thin to feel adequately protected. Yeah, sometimes it's nerve-wracking, you know? And so it's scary to feel like you're not protected enough. And it's also scary if you're in a larger body and you feel like this ride's not made for me, I can't quite fit in here, you know, then that could be scary or sad. But this is how these things are. And so it's like, well, shit. This is what we got. Maximum Effort says, if a roller coaster is over the chest, doesn't feel safe for the rest of me, I'm not proportionate. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So even within the types of things that they have, like, yeah, we could have, some of us are like, you know, more shaped like this or shaped like this or shaped like this. You know, we have all different kinds of shapes here. And even just within our own shapes fitting into some of these things. Yeah, that's got to be an interesting industry, the people that make the, like, security measures for rides and stuff like that, and how they arrive at the most optimal shape for secure measures for the average person or something like that. Because obviously it changes by gender too, you know. Typically, female bodies are smaller than male bodies, and so, at least in stature and height and stuff. So that's gotta, I don't know. Okay, I'm about to go into a loop in my mind about safety features on roller coasters. And I'm like, don't do it. Don't open that door. Don't go down that road. That is one less thing you need to research. No need to research it. Shish. KGB says, all lip glosses make me look like a real housewife. Sounds like I'm saving tons of money not getting injections though. Don't hurt yourself though. What are you allergic to? What is in it that you're allergic to? Lord. Vixie says, I need something for my lips. Way too thin. You can try that city lip stuff that, like I said, if you want. I just really think that stuff, for me, I really like it. I'm almost tempted. I mean, it would probably look weird on me now because to me, for my face, I feel like what I've got here is a decent size. Like I don't really feel the need to have a bigger lips than what I've got here, but I'm almost tempted to go put on some of my gloss just to see what it starts to do over time on this video. But that would be a little bit much. Plus, I said I have to be quick about this because I'm still going to do my homework, and it's 37 minutes and 37 seconds that I've been talking. Here I go. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, act like to, but because I saw it said 37 minutes and 37 seconds that we're alive, then I wanted to look in the angel numbers book at what does 37 mean. Sorry, I really don't mean to be jumping all over the place. Like I said, I shouldn't have eaten an entire dark chocolate bar. I can't tolerate caffeine. Caffeine gives me panic attacks that last hours, not like minutes, but hours, and it's torture, and it's terrifying, and so I avoid caffeine. But chocolate has kind of almost like a precursor to caffeine type of thing in it, theobromide, and that functions kind of with a stimulant effect like caffeine, but at a very reduced level. But because my body is so sensitive, it works like a caffeine boost for me. And so I eat dark chocolate if I feel like I need to have a little bit of a boost to kind of finish up what I need to do any day whenever I'm kind of in a lull and I'm like, I need just a little bit more energy. I'm like, okay, let me eat a little bit of dark chocolate. And it was a really, really yummy dark chocolate bar. And so I was like, I probably don't need to eat all of this, but it's so tasty, I want to. And then I got, more hyper. And so now I'm hyper off of damn chocolate. And I'm kind of like, oh, here, what about lip gloss? What about this? What about this? What about this? Oh, 37, let me look. And so sorry for being all over the place, y'all, and scattered here. I should have ate less of that, but it was really good. So 37 here, just because I looked at it twice, says you are divinely guided on the right track by the ascended masters. Turn to them during meditation and prayers for guidance, answers, and reassurance. The ascended masters are pleased with the path you've chosen and they want to help you. So that's a nice message for us. It's a nice message. It's just a nice, like, gentle reassurance there. So if anybody felt like that message felt good, resonated, sunk in for them, then there you go. Wasn't intending for that to happen, but saw that and had to say it. All right, let's see. Oceana Song says there's a deer right outside of your window. That's sweet. That's nice. Awesome. I bet you have nice views out your window, too. Maybe you have, like, woods, nice wooded area or something. Yeah, see, KGB says, I always feel like it's a Disney princess moment when a deer visits the house. Yes. And Maximum Effort says, aw, dear, we have tons here, but not at my house. Too populated. And then he said, also, Mexican border cities often have great practitioners. Yes. Yes. And so that's the thing, I don't know. I can't speak for other Mexican cities and other Mexican states. I don't know enough about what they have for healthcare there. I imagine that it's similar with the United States, where in more urban cities, you're going to have, in more populated cities, you're going to have more choices than very rural, remote areas. You'll probably have fewer choices. And so I imagine Mexico is kind of like that too. And yeah, right there on the border, they've got good practitioners there, good options there. So fortunate with that. Fortunate to have a husband from there so that when we go back and visit, I've got that option. But yep. That's the only thing I get done there. Not that I have anything against anything else, but again, I don't want to change how I look. I'm just trying to keep up with aging, and I've, knock on wood, been fortunate so far that the main thing with how my body had been aging is stuff like these rings on my neck that can't really do much about, so there it is, sunscreen, boom. The lips thing that I was telling you about, that fixes it with, once every couple of years, getting a little tune up there in Mexico on the cheap. Nice. And then, fine lines around my eyes and some sagging and stuff around my eyes. That's gonna happen. That, there's nothing that stops that per se. So again, sunscreen. There we go. So I don't really get anything else done there. Just try to, do my skincare, try to do my sunscreen and stuff like that, and, keep up with it. Try to hydrate. So, see how far that'll take me. Let's see. Trisha Marie, hello. Hello. You said, ooh, finally caught you live. Happy birthday to you. Oh, you said, not that my birthday had anything to do with that, but I'm just going to tell myself that it is lovely to catch you live. Lots of love to you and the fur babies. Happy birthday, Trisha Marie. I see a lot of people in the chat writing happy birthday, so I'm late to it. But thanks for everybody in the chat keeping up and sending some happy birthdays to Trisha Marie. Wonderful. Glad that you're here, and I feel honored that you decided to spend any amount of time on your birthday here with us. So wonderful. Happy birthday. And Ogre Girl 23, hello. Awesome. Let's see. Oh, the chat skipped. Damn. See, Vixie Blaze has been seeing double numbers a lot lately too. How we saw our 3737. See? I knew I wouldn't be alone, especially in this community. I mean, this is a sensitive community of people who can pick up on things, and so it's no surprise when I'm not alone in that. Gene XO, hello. And Alexis W, hello. Awesome. Glad y'all are here. Maximum Effort says, mine are 333 and 111. or like 11111. You got all these ones. And always time, not just on clocks. Can be mentioned by characters in movies as times as well. So weird. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, do I still have it or did I delete it? I think I deleted it. Let me find it. I sent it literally today. Where did I delete it? There it goes. I literally sent this screenshot of like my phone background, but it was a screenshot that I sent it to my husband today. Here, let me see if I can show this. I don't know if it'll show. It's probably not going to be able to show, but there it is. On my YouTube app, it said 111, so I screenshot it and circled it and sent that to my husband today. So, there you go, maximum effort. I saw that too. I sent it to him today. Love it. Love it. Joyce said, we all love you just the way you are, even with cocoa in your system. I mean, seriously, is it cocoa, cacao? Like, there's different... I'm overthinking it. The thing is, that makes me nervous is because I know I ate too much chocolate, when I do that, when I get too much of the theobromine and I get this uppity, it feels fine while I'm like this for, maybe an hour, maybe two. But then as it starts to fade, I start to feel kind of like extra anxious as it's fading off. And I will feel anxious for hours as it's fading out and ridding itself from my system. And so when I do that, kind of fuck myself up a little bit there. I didn't mean to. It just was really good. I should find out what it was. It was something I got from like Earth Fair or somewhere like that, a little chocolate bar that it was dark, like I said, dark chocolate, I think like 71%, and it had like little tiny specks of aged cheese and tart cherry in it or something. So it was very like sweet, salty, tart all in one. And that is a flavor profile that I really like. So I was like, damn it. I knew I was overeating it. That's what I get for not dealing with the checks and balances that I got with myself. I earned this problem that I now have. Alexis still on the job search. All sending prayers to Alexis so that she can find a job that fits her needs and her wants and fulfills her in all the ways that she needs and wants. Job searching is difficult in this day and age and frustrating and kind of knocks the wind out of your sails. And so, yes, prayers for finding the job that you want and need right now. Maximum effort wakes up in the middle of the night at all these repeating number times. Yes. Oceana song. Yep, y'all are in the country, so that's how you get your deer. Yes. Yeah, there's certain places that I've been that I'll see deer around, and some places, I don't really see, like, what do I see where I'm at here? Where I'm at here, like in my particular home, I see a lot of birds and squirrels and feral cats and things like that. But not so much deer. But at my parents' house, which is only a 10-15 minute drive from here, they have a little bit more woods behind them, and we have several deer cameras on their property, mostly to point at the chicken coop so that we can see if anything's happening to any of the chickens in there. We can see what's trying to get at them so we can help try to protect the chickens. And we'll get on the deer camera all the time. Possums, raccoons, foxes, saw a coyote once, random dogs, Robbie Robbie gets on the deer camera. He loves himself. I was going to put this as a B-roll, but I got to show you this. And this will be a B-roll one day. I've got 2 videos that are like this, and I'll put both of them as a B-roll one day. But I'm so sorry, sidebar conversation here. I'm sorry, I'm so distractible right now. I really apologize for being this way. I'm kind of getting annoyed at myself. So if y'all are annoyed, I understand. But Robbie is our rooster. He started out as Rebecca, because, my mom and dad had chickens, had hens, so that they could lay eggs. And a lot of the hens were getting old and passing away over the years. And so they were like, you know what? After my daddy died, my brother's like, we need to get some more hens. We're running kind of low on hens for eggs, and we need to get more hens. And so he was like, I'll get you some more hens, mama. And he found someone that was going to give him, 2 hens. And so we got 2 new ones, stuck them in there. They were getting used to the ones that were already in there, yada, yada, yada. Time passed, and we, my niece and nephew, the 8 and 10-year-old again, they named the 2 new hens Chloe and Rebecca. Well, unfortunately, a hawk got Chloe, and so Chloe was killed. A hawk got her, and she's no longer here. Sad day. It happens. If you have chickens that, get let out of their coop to graze and stuff like that, that's a risk. And again, that's why we got some deer cameras to see what's hanging around. Not like we can do anything with hawks, they're federally protected, but still you can observe if they're around, and you can try to do other things to protect your hens. Well, Rebecca was fine. She was healthy. She was still there. Rebecca started to get some red growing here and some red growing here, and we're like, Rebecca, are you a boy? And as Rebecca got a little bit older, the red here got a little bit longer, and the red here got a little bit longer, and we're like, all right, William, all right, Ivy Ray, Rebecca needs a new name because Rebecca is a boy. So would y'all like to rename Rebecca, or do you want to keep it as Rebecca? And we asked them, and they decided to rename Rebecca into Robbie. So we now have Robbie the rooster. They wanted to rename, and so we have Robbie the rooster now. Robbie the rooster has found one of the deer cameras, the deer camera that points at the chicken coop, and Robbie is a vain little bastard. He is a very, very cocky, little shit. And we have the funniest pictures of him, like, ogling, I don't know how you pronounce that, himself in the damn camera. So here, let me pull this up. Let me see if I can get it. I'll put it as a B-roll one day. But what are you doing, Robbie? Here, let me do this. All right. Let's see. Oh, God. Robbie. He's flirting with the deer camera. He's like, oh, look at me. I'm so sexy. And he's like, oh, look at me. Oh, God, this is hard. He's running like crazy. Good job, Robbie. Look at you. Oh, he cracks me up. Is this one the other one? Yeah, this is the one that, I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold it. Robbie, look at you, funny. You funny boy. Look at him. He thinks he's everything. Oh, you think you're something there, kid? And then William got all up in my face because that's what William does. So, but those 2 videos, y'all are going to end up getting that as a B-roll at some point. But damn, Robbie. And the deer camera. So yeah, we put the deer camera around for all the animals that we have to check and see, is any animals coming out and bothering the chickens? If so, what do we need to do to protect the chickens? Do we need to put up any reflective things to protect the chickens? Do we need to get them in and out at a certain time of day or night to make sure that they're safe? Those we're just doing things to make sure they're good. And then every once in a while we go check the deer cameras and we see Robbie being like putting on a show, and we're like, Robbie, you're full of yourself, get away, stop. And he has recently, in the last few weeks, learned that he can crow. So he'll be like under the house. He'll come out of the chicken coop, go to my parents' house, go under the house, under the lattice work, like in the crawl space, and be like, and stuff like that from under the house. And I'm like, the house is crowing again. Robbie, get out from under there. Quit with the business. You don't got business under there, Robbie. Come out. And he's like, arr! And I'm like, Robbie, we know, Robbie. Come on, get out. It's just ridiculous. Animals crack me up. I just love animals. So anyway, long story long, again, talking about how Oceana Song sees deer because living in the rural area and stuff like that. So there's my little animals that crack me up. Ah, man. Jenna said, go figure. Hanging with B means we're on the right path. I'll take it as a win. Oh, y'all are sweet. Y'all are on the right path because y'all are on the right path, doing all the things in life that seem to align with your paths and all of that. I won't take credit for it, but that's sweet. Desiree Cavanaugh, hello. Awesome. And see, speaking of animals, Wendy Olson, I am watching the hummingbirds come to my feeders. Well, that's wonderful. I love looking at hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are a really, really good little totem animal, too. Got great symbolism there. Desiree, don't apologize for being late. Please. We're just happy to have you. I'll have to be going soon because I've been on here for 56 minutes, so almost an hour, and I came on here to be brief, to take a little break with y'all, hang out with y'all for a little bit, because I really need to study, and I didn't want to be working all day and take a break. Be working all day and then immediately go into studying for therapy stuff. I'm like, oh God, that'll be too much. I want to break in the middle. And I was like, ooh, I know a good way to break and expend some energy. It's been 5 weeks since my last live stream. Let's do a live and a hangout. So I think that this has been a great use of time. I'm very happy that we were able to do this, but I know I'll have to wrap it up soon. But I just want to read through the remaining comments as well. Let's see. Vixie Blaze says, B, I was wondering if you could do a vid on 9/23. I've seen some predictions that something big in September will happen. So when you say a vid on 9/23, do you mean September 2023 or do you mean September 23rd of this year, like specifically the day, or you just mean in general September 2023? Because we will already have a video for September every month. I like to do the monthly predictions video, so we have 2 videos every month. One that's the main channel monthly prediction video, and then one that's the Perk Squad extended video, where we get even more in-depth information for the Perk Squad. And so we'll have a September 2023 video and September 2023 extras extended for the Perk Squad. So that will happen. So if there's something big in September that wants to come out in that reading, it'll get captured there. But if there's something specific about like September 23rd, the date that you're wondering about, I don't know. I haven't heard of that, so I didn't have any plans on asking specifically something on that date. But if there's something I need to know about, then feel free to fill me in. Alexis is like, not rings on my neck. I know, but it's there. They're there, okay? It's there. I'm like, But I know a lot of it is because of the whole doing this, looking on your phone. And you're bending over and you got these damn rings. We're going to have generation, like all of us All of us, even people younger than me, already got the rings and stuff from looking down. Like, I mean, I know we all have some sort of neck stuff, but I mean, like, it gets more pronounced. You know, this is more pronounced than it was when I was younger. But then again, I do this a lot more with my phone now. I remember even being in college and not having a cell phone. Let me age myself. Being in college and not having a cell phone. Didn't have those issues then. Now we do. Yes, Jen, sunscreen is so key. Although last week I got so much sun that my leg freckles appeared for the first time in like 10 years. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you know, it brings out people's, you know, skin stuff, especially like people with freckles or people like with melasma, where that will kind of get drawn out with exposure and things like that. So yeah, that shit happens. Yeep, yeep. Alexa says, started a remote viewing course with Lori Williams. Remote viewing, that sounds cool. That's, I know what that is, but it would be hard to explain. Kind of like when you're like meditating and then you're kind of psychically viewing other locations and kind of collecting information from other locations and things like that. That's very cool. Yay. Oh shit. The chat jumped again. Let me find where I was. I totally don't have to fake sing everything. I fake sing everything. Lord. There we are. So Oceana Sansa was telling Wendy that they have several hummingbird feeders around the property, yes, and love watching them. They're the fairies of the bird world. That's the perfect way of describing that hummingbirds are the fairies of the bird world. So agree. Love hummingbirds. And yes, Jen has been seeing a lot of the 11:11s and 3:33 and 4:44 on the clock and stuff like that. Yes. Ogre Girl says 17 days till turning 53 for you. Trying not to cry. Aw, I know it's emotional with all of that. I wish we didn't feel emotional about that, and sometimes we don't, and some people they don't. But for the people who do, it's real and it's valid to feel that way. And so I'm hoping that things feel fun and peaceful, and that you find all of the silver linings of turning 53 and all of the things that you feel happy and grateful for about the aging process that helps you feel more, you know, at peace with things, because it can be tough. Let's see. So I am learning right now that hummingbirds can get territorial over their food sources. Really? Interesting. Jenna's helping me. Okay. Jenna says, cacao is the ingredient. Cocoa is the chocolate product. Coca is something different altogether. Yeah. Cocaine. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't use that. Considering caffeine gives me panic attacks, I imagine that if I were ever to try coca, that would be the end of me, and I wouldn't be able to handle it at all. So yeah, that's never gonna happen. That would be really bad idea. Really bad idea. Besides the fact that one of my several jobs right now is working for a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center, treatment center, and it would be completely prohibited for me to be using substances such as that. Outside of that fact, it would be a very bad idea and very incompatible with how my body tends to work. I am way too anxious and high-strung for any kind of stimulating thing. No. But thank you for breaking down all the different C's. That makes a lot of sense here. So cacao is the ingredient, but cocoa is the chocolate product. Okay. I am learning things today. Thank you. Let's see. I love that people are talking about all their angel numbers that they're seeing and getting a sense of feeling not alone, because their family members might think that they're being crazy by seeing all these repeating numbers, and it's like, no, other people are in the same boat. We see it too. You're not alone. Yes, Oceana song. Foxes will get those chickens every time. That's why I'm telling you, we have to use the deer camera and stuff, because I swear, man, we had a lot of critters out there, and just trying to keep the chickens safe, because that's where my mama gets her eggs. That's where we get a lot of eggs. So definitely, and with the cost of eggs and groceries now, it's really nice to be able to just have our own. And so, yeah, don't want that screwed with. Don't want that screwed with. Let's see. Alexis says, Rebecca, do you have something to tell us? Because of Robbie. Oh, man. Oceana song. He knows he's a handsome boy. Robbie, you know you're a handsome boy. Look how you run off like, oh, look at me. And he does that. He's like, he'll run off and then he'll run back. And then he'll look at you and then he'll run off and run back. And you're like, Robbie, what is going on? He just likes to play games where he like zooms here and he stops and he does like this and then he zooms back and he stops. And I'm like, you have more personality than all of these hens combined, Robbie, and you need to chill. He is so much. He is too much. But he's funny. He cracks me up. I love Robbie. KGB says, I'm in the country close to the Rocky Mountains, so I get deer and elk, and once I saw a big horned sheep. Ooh, also have a lizard that lives on your porch. Oh, that's awesome. Crystal Smith, hello. Glad you could be here. Oh, man. Yeah, all this is so cool. K-Talks, hello. Ooh, doing an economy reading. Is it going to balance out, or are we heading to a depression? Did I do a video about whether or not there would be a recession? I feel like that was in my mind to do, but I don't know if I actually did it or not. And I'm looking at the time. I'm aware that I've been here for over an hour, so I know I need to wind this down. I will wind this down shortly. Just want to think about that. I don't know if I did that or not. I don't. Well, how about you look then? You don't know if you did it or not, then look. Okay, let me look. All right, previous page. Nope. Whoops. Is this the one? Okay, let me see. Did I do something like that? February, USA, predictions, myth, stuff. Let me look. December. Midterms, World War III changing. I don't think I did. Oh, wait. Is a depression coming? When did I film this? Oh. What? No way. I filmed that on August 9th, 2022. So, like, literally, I know today's the 10th, but basically a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, I filmed that of Is a Depression Coming? Almost exactly a year ago. So you might be interested in that. So in case you are, go back through my videos a year and you'll see a video called Is a Depression Coming? And that might get at your question. But if you watch that and it doesn't, or if people feel like we need an update, then let me know, because we can always take a look at an update or, things like that. Very good. Interesting. Let's see. Maximum effort. Animals are funny. They do wild things. I cannot list what mine do. Yes, hummingbird is one of your spirit animals, Oceana song. I love that. They're great. And they really do come for spiritual symbolism for people all the time, and I love that. Love that. What am I studying for? Therapy homework, if you're asking me. if you're asking me. I don't know who you're asking. If you're asking me, because that I got to go study. Got my therapy homework that I have to do. Let's see. Aw, Jen says, thank you, B. This has helped with my bananas day. This has helped with my day, too. I've really enjoyed hanging out with y'all. I've been live for an hour and 8 minutes. So I am wrapping things up, but I'm just trying to get through, the comments. I like to make sure I'm seeing everything as best as I can. Yay, Maximum Effort says, so glad to see B. This just popped up. I had a treatment that makes me super sick yesterday. Oh, so it's good to see your bright light. Well, I'm glad you're getting treatment if that means healing and recovery for you, but I'm sorry for the side effects of treatment that seem to make you feel sick and things like that. So I'm glad that this felt helpful for you. I know that you go through a lot, and so I'm sending a lot of healing thoughts your way, because everybody deserves a break, Goodness. Let's see. So Vixie is talking about being down the rabbit hole. Emily's talking about meditating when her Lizzo premonition hit. Love that. See? Coming through when you're meditating. Stacy and Fishers, hello. I'm gonna make sure I say hello to you before I go. Let's see. And then Jen had a dream/vision/premonition the night before Princess Diana passed. You were 14 at the time and meditating. Less than 24 hours later, she had passed. Wow. That's incredible. Meditation is just very real, y'all. Riquito! Did you want to say hello? I'm about to end the live stream. I just heard Rico get home from work. Oh God, you got a lot of shit in your hands. Well, you can, okay.
One of them is,
okay.
I already finished making all the deliveries, but.
Oh, he's like, I already finished making deliveries, but I got a Amazon package. Okay, thank you. It's probably the puppy vitamins.
Yeah, the mailbox. The mailbox was open. Yeah, when I grabbed it, I was like, probably the puppy vitamins that just come.
Yeah, the puppy vitamins. Yay, puppy vitamins.
They finished the vitamins yesterday.
Yeah, so they need more.
Yeah. Hurts me.
We're finishing up a live stream because I've been been live for 1 hour and 11 minutes.
It was
111.
Exactly when I turn around. Yeah, it was exact.
Yep, it was 111. So 1 hour and 11 minutes we've been live. 111. And we've been talking about repeating numbers on this stream.
Because the last message that I saw you sent me was the
111. And I told them that. I told y'all how I sent him the message with the 111, and I showed y'all the picture on my phone. Yeah, I showed them the video of Robbie on the deer camera.
Oh yeah, did you tell him? Well, they probably already know that it used to be Rebecca, but
yeah, I told them that he was Rebecca, and now he's Robbie.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway, all right. I'm up.
Yeah,
he's
like,
got safety questions.
Oh, you get your safety questions? Okay, good. It's work safety questions. Oh, man. All right, puppy vitamins. Yay! They ran out yesterday, so I'm glad that their puppy vitamins have arrived. Okay. Crystal Smith says, we definitely need an update about a depression and or recession. Okay, let me write this down then, if y'all want an update. I want to write this down on a handy-dandy sticky note. So, update on recession/depression reading. Okay. All right. Duly noted. I have it written down now. Good deal. All right, Ogre Girl, I know you've got to run. Thank you for being here. Glad that you were able to be here, and I hope that you're feeling better soon. I'm sorry for all the hard stuff. Ah, goodness. Man. Let's see. Skinny Bob alien videos. Alexa said, not that you asked, but if you plan on doing another paranormal video, please look into the Skinny Bob alien videos. Let me just write that down because I have no idea what that means, but I bet if I look it up, I will learn what that means. So let me put this on that note. Man. So Skinny Bob, would you say alien videos? Alien vids. Okay. Writing it down. Okay. Sheila says, have a good study session. Have a good weekend all. Thank you. KGB's got to go too. So, okay, this works. We're all going to kind of exit around the same time. Sounds good. Let me see. Am I at the bottom of my comments? Let me try to skim through and make sure I'm seeing what, okay. Oh, okay. So people are saying, hey to Riquito, who just walked out and seeing the 111. See, I kept saying, I've been alive for 1 hour and 11 minutes. I'm like, no, you've been live for an hour and 11 minutes, not alive for an hour and 11 minutes. I can't talk, I swear. But yeah, all the numbers again. So that's been a theme of today's live, all of our repeating numbers, which feels like really good validation, really good blessings for us from our ascended masters, from our angels, and from our guides. So love that that's happening. Love that all of y'all have been able to join today. And yes, absolutely maximum effort. Go ahead and lay down, rest, get all the recovery that you need, hoping for all the best. And Chrissy Hansen, hello, and thank you for being here. I'm heading out for the day. Glad that you could make it. Gonna have a replay coming up of this very soon, hopefully. Thank y'all. I had fun on this. I hope that y'all had fun. I hope that this was a fun hour and 15 minutes for y'all like it was for me. Big hugs to y'all. I'm going to come at you soon with a video whenever I can get another one filmed. And yeah, this was a very nice break today to break up my work life from my study life. So glad to have this break today. Appreciate y'all. Nicole Couture, in case I didn't get to say hello to you, hello. And I'm very thankful for y'all. And thanks again, GeneXO, for all the help with the modding. And same with Maximum Effort and Oceana Song, all the help. So thank y'all. And of course, y'all know, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, love you, mean it. Love you, mean it, y'all. Love you, mean it.